Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Valentine's Day to anyone and everyone out there celebrating during the middle of dark winter 2022. And the sun is still doing its thing, and by doing its thing, I mean coronal mass ejections and solar flares. We've had an M-class and a C-class solar flare in the last 24 hours, as the sunspots out on the limb are getting jiggy with it. We are 48 hours from our quote-unquote #asterisk big storm that'll be hitting us on Wednesday and Thursday. Initially, models were like, oh my God, this thing is going to be a tornado spaz fest. Models have kind of eased back on it, but, these are strange times, so I would be prepared. Wednesday, you got danger zones up for Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and bit of Louisiana. And then on Thursday, you got another big severe weather watch for tornadoes, straight line winds, hail. I highly recommend to everyone pray for peace, as Patrick Tucker is letting us know U.S. officials today said that they now saw Russian forces assembling in attack positions, sends these showing new arrival of troops and attack helicopters, ground aircraft, and fighter bomb jets to forward locations in attack formations. And so there are multiple reports that Russia is mounting and forming its troops in attack position in a lot of places around the Ukraine. A lot of people are saying war is inevitable and that the attack will begin on Wednesday. But I highly recommend praying for peace because miracles are always possible. I've been in my foxhole for far too long, and the double shot of spend the Super Bowl alone and then Valentine's Day alone, I think it's driven me totally crazy. Or maybe it's just the idea that now that this whole shit show situation has maybe winding down, you've got hospitalizations dropping under 80,000. This number is still too high in my opinion, though. But, to like end a 2-year shit show with a whole war versus Europe and USA and Russia and China, it's just like we manifest the worst case scenario every single freaking time since 2012. I'm still hoping they'll call it off at the last minute, but it is still dark winter 2022, so who knows what is going to happen next. Technically, I think everyone's kind of crazy, been driven nuts by this world so far, so hang in there, buddy. Big earthquakes have been kind of quiet. Here we're looking at a major low pushing up into the Aleutian Islands in Alaska. It looks like Madagascar has another tropical cyclone, Dumako, headed its way. That's not good news. And we're still watching out for a possible hurricane force low moving into parts of Europe on Friday. Oldham weather, still time to change its track, but Friday is looking stormy with the potential for 70 to 80 mile per hour gusts. Talking about Storm Unique or Unique? Well, that sounds bad. I don't know, maybe being a eunuch prevents you from having a lot of trouble. I wouldn't recommend it, though. But yeah, if you were in the yellow zones either Wednesday or Thursday, I would pay attention because the models continue to flip-flop on how dangerous this thing might be, though they have dialed way back on rain for now. How are you doing today? And how are you handling it through dark winter 2022? I hope you're doing okay. Spring is only 33 days away. I am super duper grateful for y'all, Asteroid Fight Club. I'm just a little down that our timeline sucks so bad. And possible 90 mile per hour gust from Storm Dudley. So you got Unique and Dudley. Watch out, Europe. All right, let's watch the very latest GFS model run together. As you can see, there's our Wednesday-Thursday storm. Still looks pretty potent, but won't be the worst storm ever if we're lucky. And then we're watching for another possible storm around the 22nd, 23rd. Right there, that has showed signs of being very bad and having heavy rain, but it is still 10 days away, so who knows? But we know that we do have 2 pretty decent-sized storms in 10 days. Ooh, look at that. Ice in Texas in March? It's possible, but that's like 15 days away, so only God knows at this point. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I really do not want World War III I don't want an invasion of Ukraine. I would hope that everybody could work out some type of defense, security, and protection package that benefits Team Earth. But teamwork has not exactly been our strong suit as a globe anytime in the latest stretch of history. Remember, they could always work out some type of a peace deal at the very last minute, which is what I'm hoping for. But when was the last time on a global level we had the best case scenario work out? That I couldn't tell you, especially not right now. All right, here we are watching the very latest GFS, trying to see what the weather will be like for Europe. And apparently it's going to be very wave after wave after wave weathery. And so, people out over the pond, get your knickers in a cinch and grab your umbies. Is that the nickname for umbrellas? They shorten it to umbies. Yeah, it looks like you guys are going to be getting hit. Ooh, 953 low, 973 low, 970. That's like wave after wave after wave of hurricanes, bro. Or Eurocanes. Whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this is a red alert for Europe. You guys got nasty ass weather coming your way. In USA, we got a couple storms as well. Maybe the world has replaced romance with Bitcoin and chivalry as well. Oh, now I'm being negative, which is usually a rare thing. So let's enjoy it. But I'm still filled with love, and my heart erupteth for you. I'm gonna snap out of this funk, but no, you're on my radar. Hey, let's look at some light pillars, or as I like to call them, aliens. Hey, maybe this will warm your heart up. The heat's coming back eventually. All right, economic news. The UK's tax watchdog seizes 3 NFTs as part of a suspected case of value-added tax fraud. Oh yeah, but for the storms, we will be watching out for ice threats and flash freezing as possible, where it rains and then it flash freezes after. So I'm trying not to over-warn the storms, but still warn on the storms if that's possible. Of course, aluminum rates are surging, because why not? The Duchess of Cornwall tested positive right after Prince Charles did. The Boston Dynamics dog was unstoppable at the Puppy Bowl, which doesn't seem fair. The stalwart letting us know there's an egg shortage in Taiwan in due part to the surging feed costs. All right, this is more like Halloween than Valentine's Day, but it's Astro Fight Club. This is in Mexico. A flock of birds just suddenly dropped dead from the sky. I wouldn't watch this if you don't want to see things that might make you sad on Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's kind of how my Valentine's Day went. Just like, WTF? Am I dying? Are we dying? World War III? Is it breaking out? Yeah, it's definitely not a feel-good episode. Sorry about that. They can't all be bangers. Skyrocketing price of water in San Diego. I'm glad they can't charge us for air and sunlight, you know. One of my favorite directors, Ivan Reitman, passed away. He did Stripes and Ghostbusters. When things go bad, who always wins pretty much? Oil and natural gas. Natural gas prices surge after the U.S. says Russia could invade any day now. I'm sorry I've been such a downer in February. It never lasts long. Anyway, here's a pretty image. Look at it with your face. Unless you don't want to. If Russia does invade, you can definitely count on crude hitting $100 a barrel. And Russia will probably stop using the dollar and more use Bitcoin and crypto. So crypto people are probably like, yay, Russia, please invade. Wouldn't doubt it. Anyway. And then there's like the chance they're going to do like Russia's going to invade tomorrow all the way through the spring. I don't know, man. I just wish a peaceful solution would be found in the very near future. But yeah. China removes orgasms and lesbians from Friends. Okay. Yeah, it's a weird world, man. But I encourage everybody out there to do your best to have fun. Where you can, when you can, with who you can. Remember, good friends, good family are what it's all about. Jeez Louise. Look at that. With your face. I mean, you don't have to. Well, we knew shit was going to get weird leading up to the Pluto America 1 year anniversary on February 2022. Wait, 2022. Did I say that right? Okay, great. All right. Everybody stay cool and pretty please pray for peace, and I will talk to you in the near future. And I do want you to have a happy Valentine's if you're celebrating. I want you to have a happy day every day because I love you. God bless everyone. Stay cool, and thank you for being awesome, Master of Fight Club.